I think I finally made 3 hero pairs, which is really easy to make for a free-to-play player, for a low spender, for a mid spender, and even for a high spender. Of course, for a high spender, the 3 hero pairs, especially for archers, which is really easy to make. Plus, if you are playing in Season 3, you know that there is a special statue fight, which happens in this island, which means from every single alliance, you can port to here, and every single player can bring 3 marches, right? So I think it's a perfect moment for me to tell you about my 3 marches, which I made by myself and tested it in many different fights in Season 2, in Season 3, and the results have been amazing. If you can check the results on the channel in terms of live streams and the videos, you will see the results there, even in some posts, because I made 85k merits with Race of Remedy on my Magro Tenzaida, which I think like every free-to-play player can make really easily, right? But yeah, let's speak about 3 hero pairs, which I think will be really easy to make, right? For a free-to-play player, low spender and mid spender. I'm gonna speak about archers because archers are my specialty. I'm the main of archers, which means only things which I have gotten in this game in terms of legendary tokens and every resource I got for the archers, which means cavalry, infantry, and even some mages are really bad on my account, right? The first hero pair which I'm going to show is really easy, which I think everybody can really easily make. Of course, there will be like some problems making it in terms of like good Snow Peak Rogue or Rattle Spear, but there are a lot of varieties which you can equip this hero pair, and it will be working really well, right? It's a skill damage factor hero pair. Snow Peak Rogue is not really hard to get. I understand the skills might be hard to achieve like this, but well, at first, of course, for beginners, even getting legendary Warped is a good achievement, right? Kinara will be always gettable from the lucky spins, and trust me, even if you just started the game, like give it a time, in a couple of months you will see how many times Kinara lucky spins will arrive, and if you won't gonna get at one, like at first or twice or third time, trust me, even being a free-to-play player and trying your luck with the free rolls, at some point you're gonna get it, right? Of course, if you will give like 5 or 7k gems on at least one tries, you're gonna unlock Kinara. You can easily put Kinara on a VIP dailies. That's how I did it, and that's how I managed to awaken Kinara as a free-to-play player, right? Of course, I spend a lot of times, like more than a year, to awaken one legendary hero, but this is my only one legendary hero which is awakened, which is PvP, right? So like this is the way for beginners or for even like Season 2 players to get Kinara to start increasing levels, because every single skill about Kinara is good, because every single skill will be usable on the battlefield. For Nico, actually I have played for 730 days. I have never put any single legendary tokens on Nico. This 5444 is true from gold keys, because like Nico is gettable from the gold keys, right? So for the beginners, just keep playing game. I'm pretty sure at some point from 10 pool you're gonna get Nico and you're gonna unlock Nico, and yeah, you're gonna have to wait, because like 5111 is already time to use this hero with Kinara, right? If you want to see my talents on Kinara, I'm running a control talent tree, because every single hero pair in my 3 March has their own choice, right? Their own way of playing. Kinara is control. I like the reticent. When your Legion casts a rage skill, they have 25% chance to silence the target, preventing them from casting a rage skill for 2 seconds. I think this is really cool, especially if this hero pair has their own role, right? And in my 3 March, Kinara and the Nico has their own role, which they are doing really well. Their main role, regarding roles, of course, I'm gonna speak at the end of the video when I'm gonna showcase all the hero pairs together, right? So this is our first hero pair for this 3 March, Kinara and Nico with the Rattle Spear and with Snow Peak Rogue, right? If you don't have Rattle Spear, you can easily go for Shadow Blades. These can also work for free-to-play players. My second second hero pair, which I think every single player will have and will awaken at some point in the game. This is Indis and Tara, right? If you are archer player, especially Tara, if you are mage player, I think even Indis and Tara will work really amazingly well in this 3 March. Indis and Tara, I think heals are OP in Call of Dragons. I think they're absolutely amazing, especially during PvP, because that's the way Magrot and Zaida have been #1 hero pair in the game, because they have a lot of heals and some healing amplifiers, right? And as I said, every single March in my 3 hero pair squad has their own role, and every single one of them will achieve like what I want them to achieve. So about Indis can be gotten from the Dragon Trail by simply playing the game. Not only you will unlock Indis, but you will also awaken as a free-to-play player. Like, you don't have to spend anything on this hero. Just playing the game will awaken Indis, right? Indis does healing. Indis gives us Infirm, which is like damage taken, like damage increased to 20%, which is really good. And some HP buffs with maximum Legion capacity, which is one of the rarest skills in the game. And we all know how good HP buffs are in the game. When in battle, Legion gains undialing every 8 seconds, reducing counterattack damage taken by 50%. So not only Indis is great because it heals you and gives you buff, you and 2 nearby legions, it also reduces like counterattack damage taken with HP buffs and more legion capacity, which means this hero pair will be tank buffer, right? This is the main idea of this hero pair. And regarding Tara, of course, some heals, which is always good, but most important about Tara is keen attack 50% and resistors damage taken minus 10%. This is really good. It also gives like legion and 4 surrounding friendly legions, which means every single your march will be affected by it, and some defensive stats which are always great for support gameplay, right? And of course, awakening epic hero is not really a big deal, right? And I think every single player will have awakened epic heroes, and it's really easy for everyone to awaken epic heroes. On this march, as a Wilderberg, I want to utilize as much wyverns as possible, and of course I'm gonna be using wyverns, and also I think because of HP buffs which wyverns has in their talents, it will be good, right? So for the artifacts, I'm going for this one, Heart of Kamasi, and I will explain why. Defensive stats, more this hero pair, this support hero pair will be our tank also, and plus, of course, their main job is to be support, so they will give us 80% attack bonus and 80% normal attack damage bonus. So it was like, finally I managed to increase at least one more level on my Heart of Kamasi. It was 15, it was already good, but right now it's even better, right? So perfect artifact, not only for supports but for a lot of normal attackers such as Magrot and Zaida, for example, right? Which I was using Heart of Kamasi before, like until I finally got my Gilded Crossbow from this rollback event. So I think Heart of Kamasi is the perfect artifact for this hero pair. And regarding Warped, I think like Sand Lizard should be the choice, but for your Sand Lizard, and I'm gonna remove this skill, Intense Stone Aura should not be here. It should be like Stone Aura's third skill, because we want this Sand Lizard to buff everybody which is around, and this would be the hero pair for Indis and Tara, right? And for the Indis talents, I would say like it's about the support talent tree until the mag, but with the heals, it will be really better for you, for yourself to figure out how the talents will work, because I did not copy from anywhere. I figure out talents by myself with my own gameplay, and I think if you want to achieve some good things around the world, like figuring out your talents around your gameplay is much better than like looking up what's better and what's strongest and just copy pasting, not understanding what is there, right? So this is Indis and Tara, and the third one, which is really easy to understand which one it will be, that's Magrot, that's Zaida. My Magrot is 5551, Zaida is 5534. I'm trying my best to awaken Zaida as fast as possible. So here, the hardest hero which you can get from this 3 March is actually Magrot, from the Wheel of Destiny and from the Strongest Lord. Lord. For the free-to-play players, it's really hard to get there. I got really lucky. I saved like, I don't know, like 500 days worth of speed ups and everything to win the strongest Lord 25th place, which was one of the weakest strongest Lords ever. I generally don't recommend for free-to-play players to try their luck in strongest Lord, which means the achievement hero getting and Wheel of Destiny is the only way for you guys and for everybody to get Magrat, right? Which is like kinda a lot. Like you, if you're just gonna keep playing, at some point you're gonna unlock Magrat. And like for me right now, I unlocked Magrat when Fulgrim was announced, right? So I even got it really late. So basically you will do something like this, which I have done myself. I was saving legendary tokens a lot until I got Magrat, and when I finally got Magrat, I added levels, and this is how I got 5552. Zaida is more easier. Zaida you can get from the lucky spins, and yeah, like by having some gems and even putting Zaida with the VIP dailies, which I have right now, you're gonna get Zaida awakened at some point, right? And of course we are going to use archers in this remarch. Gilded crossbow, the best artifact for this hero pair. I finally got it. I got it like a couple of days ago on a live stream. If you guys want to check it out, check it out. It's on the channel. And yeah, like HP bypass is simply amazing for this artifact, especially for archers, right? Shadow Manticore should be the choice, but remember, Barbarism's third skill is the most important for Shadow Manticore to be used well for Magrat and Zaida. For example, myself, until I'm not having Shadow Manticore's third Barbarism, I'm using Sand Lizard, this one, and whenever I'm gonna get Barbarism's third skill, I'm gonna use Shadow Manticore on Magrat and Zaida and Sand Lizard on Indicentara. But in order for you guys to be more understandable, I'm showing you the perfect idea how my lineup would be looking in this video. Like at first I need to mention, let's conclude, right? What roles every single hero pair has, like Kinara and Nico, and like Rattlespear with the Snowpeak Rock, defense break, strong against infantries, like debuffer, and a little bit tanky because counterattack damage is really high. But from the talents, this hero pair gives us a lot of crowd control, such as silence, right? So basically debuffer, which applies debuffs to infantry regarding defense break and even every single hero, right? In this entire, the role would be with the Heart of Kamasi and Sand Lizard. The role would be pure buffer semi-tank, which gives us amazing stats from the artifact and amazing heals to both hero pairs, and not only to them, even to some ally members. I think for like current gameplay of Call of Dragons, heals during PvP is really overpowered, and Indicentara is, in my opinion, perfect match, right? Of course, if I had Moose Young legendary, like I would have exchanged as an archer in this. If I was mage, I would exchange Tara, but unfortunately I don't have Moose Young. So like this is my idea of support gameplay. I think it works really well. If you guys want to check the merits and the how well they look together and how tanky Indicentara is together, check the live streams and videos which I have been posting in this couple of last days, right? And the main one, the number one character here, Magrat and Zaida, which gonna deal damage, which will use Kinara and Nico's crowd control, silence, defense break, which gonna use Indicentara's buffs and heals, and from the Heart of Kamasi's skill buffs, and it will take all the buffs from Kinara and Nico in Indicentara and will deal damage from their like damage amplifiers. And we know that the number one hero pair in the game in terms of merits, especially for archers, that's Magrat and Zaida. And I finally got the Gilded Crossbow, which was really hard to get, and Shadow Manticore, which I'm still working on, which is not ready, but I'm showing Shadow Manticore because that's the perfect match for this hero, right? Because it not also heals you, but also gives you additional damage. And if Magrat and Zaida is my main character, my main damage dealer, I want them to deal as much damage as possible. So basically, like regarding acquiring them, Every single hero which I have here was gotten for as a being free-to-play player. Not a single legendary token I have gotten somehow else. Only from the crudables, only from the events, only from the dailies, only from the roots of wars, victories or losses, and like only achievements, like only stuff from the game which I used to get these hero pairs on the levels which they are here. But there is really big but. I have played this game for more than 2 years, not more. Yeah, I have played this game for more than 2 years, right? 730 days. So basically that's enough for a free-to-play player to get this moment. And right now I think in season 3 I am the strongest which I have ever been in Call of Dragons. So this is the 3 mark which I'm gonna use for this statue, like exclusive statue fight. This is my best 3 March, and I just wanted to share my idea. Hopefully it will give you some more ideas to yourself. If you guys gonna use it, I will be more than glad. If you guys have more questions, you can always text me in the game or Discord, so feel free. So basically, if you like the video, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really soon. Bye bye and good luck.